Unraveling the greatness of Kobe Bryant's legacy would be an impossibly tough task to do in a sitting. From his three-peat with Shaq cementing them as one of the best teams to ever touch the floor, to his comeback wins with Pau Gasol cementing himself as one of the best players to ever do it, to even his Kobe-esque tour not leaving a stone unturned with the 60-piece on the way out. The greatness of Kobe Bryant has been very well documented, except what's long been understated is the years of dominance between his breakup with Shaq and a return to the promised land in 2009. And weirdly enough, these mid-2000s years were when Kobe Bryant was far and away at his absolute best. While the media had their eyes set on a young LeBron James, and the league was dominated by powerhouses like the San Antonio Spurs, Detroit Pistons, and the Miami Heat, Los Angeles may not have been witnessing a championship contender, but what they were witnessing was the greatest scoring run in NBA history. Kobe Bryant in his prime may have been largely wasted playing alongside some of the worst players in the NBA, but what this did was create the opportunity for Kobe Bryant to go fully supernova. If there's any time that displays his talents, there's no better date to point to than the month of January 2006, where Kobe Bryant may have put together the best stretch of basketball that's ever been played. With the NBA Finals in full swing, it's literally the best time to catch a game all year long. I know we all want to pop out at a game to catch a piece of history, but whether it be price, timing, or getting the seat before it's sold out, it just never seems to work out. But with the Game Time Sports app, finding killer deals on seats is easier than ever. With views from the seats and all-in prices right at your face, they take the guesswork out of the ticketing process. I was able to catch my local Minnesota Gophers thanks to the Game Time app, and it couldn't have been a better experience. With incredible last-minute deals and the simplicity of a two-click purchase, it's time to leave the excuses in the past. With the lowest price guarantee, event cancellation, and even job loss protection, Game Time is the only ticketing app that gives you complete peace of mind with your purchase. It's time to follow through this year. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code SWISHCOUNTY for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, redeem code SWISHCOUNTY for $20 off. And a big thank you to the Game Time app for sponsoring today's video. January 1st, 2006. Steve Irwin had just shockingly died, YouTube was brand spanking new, and Kobe Bryant facing off against the Utah Jazz started off one of the greatest months of basketball ever played, suspended due to him elbowing Mike Miller in the face the game prior. What a start. The real kickoff into the new year began with the January 6th matchup against Allen Iverson and the Philadelphia 76ers at the Staples Center.
You have to take your shot. And the floater on the board.
Right within the context of the offense, and that's what the coaching staff likes to see.
With the second best starter on the team being Lamar Odom, who was probably high as a kite, it shouldn't surprise you that Kobe Bryant was looking to take over this game coming back from his suspension, and that's for damn sure what he did. 48 points in 35 minutes on 65% shooting from the field and 7 for 7 from 3. Kobe came out on another planet, showing why he's probably the most skilled guy to ever touch a basketball, with an array of turnarounds and up and unders to counter them, tough pull-ups, and disgusting finishes inside. Turning up when one of the best of all time show up at his house should be a guarantee for one of the best competitors to ever do it, especially with a silent rivalry with the answer Allen Iverson.
Kobe looks for the three-point play. Kobe up and under on the finger roll. Long gone. Deep into the shot clock. Kobe will go over Iguodala. Got a hit and gets it.
This may have seemed like just another game, but what the world didn't know was that Kobe Bryant at that moment was looking to kill whatever got in his way. Clocking in the next night back in LA against the Clippers, this should serve as a bit of a reminder why Kobe wasn't looking to move the rock too much. Playing against a team with nowhere near an individual talent on Kobe's level, winning the matchup in 4 out of the 5 spots with big pieces like Atino Mobley, Elton Brand, Sam Cassell, and Chris Kaman, the Clippers were really quite a bit better than the carry job Lakers. Down 13 points in the third quarter, Kobe's 40-point explosion in the second half single-handedly willed the way worse team the game. As one of the greatest shot creators and tough shot makers of all time, the shitloads of defensive pressure he'd have to throw at a guy in hopes of slowing him down turned the game into a chess match, giving you the opportunity to basically get anyone buckets with the anybody but Kobe defensive system that you'd have to throw at him. His 8 assists were most likely the majority of his passes that whole damn nights.
The Clippers get their hearts broken. Lawler's Law lives again. An unbelievable performance, a great finish, and the Lakers even the LA City series at a game each. The Carl Jr. superstar of the game Kobe Bryant.
At 50 points with 8 boards and 8 assists, there was really nothing he wasn't contributing in, and that's not what Indiana wanted to see coming into their January 9th matchup. As Jermaine O'Neal got to eat a little bit against the potato of a big man, the same can't be said for Steven Jackson, because his matchup was in a league of his own. With another 45-point explosion, with 10 boards and 5 assists, Kobe Bryant extended his streak to 4 straight games with 45 points, including his last game prior to the suspension, being the only instance since Wilt Chamberlain was dominating Plumbers.
3 defenders there. He goes in. He gets contact, falling away, running away, throws it up, throws it in. He's going to have himself a 3-point opportunity when we come back. What a game this has been.
If it wasn't clear by now, the only one that could stop Kobe Bryant was Kobe himself. The Lakers would be knocked off in the following game by the Portland Trail Blazers, but they sure as hell didn't slow him down a bit, dropping 41 points this game with his second highest scorer being Lamar Odom.
Who was on crack?
Before turning it around against LeBron and the Cavs the next night. In his lowest scoring game of the month, Kobe would defer to hot hands to take down the Cavaliers, posting just 27 points despite being outscored by LeBron and Big C. The contributions of the coldest crackhead in the world kept the team afloat into their matchup against the Golden State Warriors the following game. Jason Richardson at the time was not only a sweet dunker, but was also one of the best scoring guards in the NBA, with a 37-point explosion to prove it. But in Kobe-esque fashion, one-upping him with a 38-point outing to lead the game in scoring and put the Warriors to bed extended the miracle run into a game that certainly meant a lot more to him. Not only was this another star-studded 2-guard matchup against the young Dwayne Wade, who was about to put together one of the best playoff runs of all time, this also marked the return of Fat Shaq to LA. I think it's safe to say that Kobe had this one circled on the calendar for quite some time. Dropping 37 points on 54% shooting, it's safe to say he won this battle. With 19 of his 24 shots coming off 2-pointers, this one was a little personal, and literally caused Shaq to throw a Draymond Green temper tantrum mid-game. Sending the Heat home had to feel amazing, but losing the next 2 despite a 50-point explosion and a 37-point night had to be infuriating for Lakers fans. But for the ultimate competitor, this just put him into a whole different zone. Coming off 2 L's when averaging 40, the January 22nd matchup against the Toronto Raptors could very well have been the greatest individual basketball game that has ever been played.
Jalen!
Oh, no. Hey, Cole, how you doing? How retirement treating you?
It's great, man. It's great. Just, a little writing, a little investing.
Nice. So I don't know if you saw the thing on Twitter about your statue.
I don't pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah, I figured that. Me either.
A drink, Mr. Bryant? Yeah, I'll have a vodka martini.
How many olives would you like?
81.
I think we all know what happens next. Kobe's 81-point game might be the most infamous and chilling performances in sports history, but the more you look into this game, the more unreal that it really becomes. After the entire team shit the bed in the first half, Kobe scoring 26 of the Lakers' 49 points just looked like another 40-point outing for the best month in basketball history. But this thing had the makings of a movie that no one could have seen coming. Shooting just 2 3-pointers in the first half as the Lakers actually trailed by 14, to put some points up in a hurry, Kobe Bryant came out gunning from 3. And after an efficient start, the Raptors threw the whole damn booking him to slow down, which, spoiler alert, wasn't gonna happen. In a monstrous 55-point second half to turn a brutal 3rd straight loss into a blowout win, I don't think many people realize this wasn't a dog pile of a victory. This was a comeback win in which every point mattered. Shooting 64% from the field on 28 attempts in the second half, Kobe Bryant put together the greatest scoring performance in NBA history. He may be second all time, but with Wilt playing a team with no center and fouling to extend the game and break the record, the dude was playing for the stat sheets in a meaningless game. Kobe Bryant put his head down when trailing double digits and didn't pick it up until looking up at his box score that seemed straight out of NBA 2K. With the whole world in shock at what the hell just went down, all you can do is just give this guy his flowers for making history.
Let me say this. Is there any question at all right now who the best guard in the game is? Anybody with sense should know Kobe's the man right now. Make absolutely no mistake about it. He is unstoppable.
To close out the month, if it even matters at this point, an overtime win playing 49 minutes and dropping 30 after just dropping 81 the game before, maybe the most Kobe thing you could do. If you told the dude to load manage, he might have just put you in a casket somewhere. Closing out the month with a 39-point explosion against the Detroit Pistons with one of the best defensive systems in NBA history, and a 40-piece and an ass-whooping on the New York Knicks, Kobe Bryant carried a squad of bums to the best basketball they would ever play in their lifetime. With averages for the month of 43.4 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 4 assists on 61% true shooting, Kobe's month of January in 2006 was the highest scoring month for anybody not named Wilt Chamberlain, and could very well be the best month of basketball that the NBA has ever seen. In a year that he averaged 35 points was one of the craziest carry jobs of all time, there was never a more fun 45-win team, and there was never a robbery of an MVP award like this one. At a time where the name Kobe Bryant carried a lot more negative weight due to off-the-court issues and on-the-court drama, the NBA would likely want to keep these days buried in the depths of the history books. But as much as any man could do, Kobe Bryant did a damn good job making sure we never forget his name. Thank you for watching if you made it this far, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace out.